host, Monica Maclelia, and again, thank you for joining us. Today we're operating a little bit differently, and we wanted to offer some support, use this platform to offer some support not just to people with disabilities and not just resources related to people with disabilities, but the community as a whole. Let me first start by saying thank you to all of the politicians, my friends, my colleagues, for all of the resources that have been shared and posted on Facebook and within my networks. And I'm actually going to use not just those resources, but my education, my experience, and whatever I've come across in my travels. So again, welcome to the InterConnections network. All of the resources today that I'll be sharing will be posted on my Facebook page, the InterConnections network, which is a resource channel for people with disabilities. And let's just dive in. The first resource I have is from AARP, and you can find this resource on aarp.org. And again, if you miss any part of what I'm providing, you can always join the Facebook page, and you can look through all of the resources that are provided today. So AARP is offering some help in finding face masks and coronavirus supplies online. So again, you can look at aarp.org's website. This is in response to the struggles right now in the grocery stores to keep toilet paper and cleaning supplies and coronavirus supplies, face masks in stores. So look at that resource to find what you need online. And of course, if you find it online, you might also be able to get some delivery services in light of the shelter in place. For college students, they have something called the CARES Act. And it's the CARES Act COVID Relief Funds. I don't know much about it, but if you have a college student, you can go to the financial aid department of your college, or possibly look at the website for your school and look up CARES Act COVID Relief Funds. Use that in the search engine. For veterans, the Department of Veteran Services, #GetFoodNYC, is offering support for veterans. You can contact the Department of Veteran Services at 212-416-5250 or connect at veterans.nyc.gov. Let's move down. Again, that resource came from James Sanders Jr., the Senator James Sanders Jr. Offered that support. Thank you, Senator. There is Magical Multiplication, which is a free online class for grades 2 to 5 at varsitytutors.com. And you can look at Magical Multiplication at varsitytutors.com for free online classes, grades 2 to 5. And picking up on the resources, Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz, she had a resource that she offered. It was a virtual town hall meeting on domestic violence resources during the COVID-19. Because we're all sheltered in place, it was an opportunity to offer some direction, and it included organizations like Safe Horizon. So if you have any questions about need for resources to address domestic violence, please contact the Queens District Attorney's Office, that's Melinda Katz, to get more information, or my go-to all the time is 311, but I'm sure they're flooded right now. So if you can utilize any other resource, Safe Horizon is also listed here as a resource for domestic violence assistance. And we have, this is just some information on COVID-19 and pediatric multi-system inflammatory syndrome. So it's just giving you some direction of things to look for in terms of determining, based on the symptoms, what could possibly be going on with a child. So some of the things that they listed were a fever that won't go away, abdominal pain, diarrhea or vomiting, rash or changes in skin color, trouble breathing, or your child seems confused or overly sleepy. So for that resource, if you find any of the symptoms or a cluster of the symptoms in your children, please contact your child's pediatrician. A lot of the pediatricians and primary care physicians, general medicine, internal medicine, they're offering something called telehealth. So find out from your provider whether or not they're offering telehealth services. The New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene is also offering COVID-19 guidebook for the LGBTQ community, and you can view the guide if you go to nyc.gov LGBTQ COVID for more information. They have some free virtual summer camps online at Varsity Tutors. I mentioned them earlier. 5 sessions per week, Monday through Friday. And again, that is varsitytutors.com. And just check the resource to find out if they're offering you any support for the summer that is suitable for you. What else do we have here? We have a free coding certification class for kids age 6 to 14 only. And this is only being offered during the current school shutdown. That's at White Hat Junior. So again, put White Hat Junior in your search engine, and I mentioned this earlier. All of these resources that I'm providing are on the InterConnections Network Facebook page. National Domestic Violence Hotline is our next resource. This is free and confidential information. Hotline services 24 hours, 7 days a week at 1-800-799-7233. Please call if you need help, if you need any support or direction. They have a free live class on, again, varsitytutors.com. This is Chasing Space, Science and Life Lessons. Again, that's for children. On my Facebook page, I also have things you can eat. We have a free weekly live stream puppet show. Facebook.com, that's Puppets by PALMIERI. On family business grants for all of the businesses that were affected by the pandemic. We have a special needs yoga for teens and adults and peers. This is on Tuesday, May 26th at 4 o'clock. Again, that information can be found on my page. It's a free live stream. Very important. COVID-19 pet hotline. This is in New York City. If you have pets in your home and you need some direction or you just have questions, you can call the hotline at 877-204-8821. And this is provided by New York City Emergency Management Animal Planning Task Force. For food, we have Uplift NYC. They're providing meals for families that last a whole week. Again, look in your search engine, Uplift NYC, or you can resource the information from my page. It says here it's a nonprofit organization that's providing meals for families that last a whole week. I don't know if any of you have had the opportunity to get out for the last 4 weeks, 8 weeks. They have grab and go lunches, different locations, different schools in the community. Please resource the New York City Department of Education to find out what schools in your area are providing meals. This is breakfast and lunch, and it's not just for children, it's for adults as well. You can call 311, check nyc.gov, or the New York City Department of Education. Food delivery help is also out there. If you have SNAP benefits and you need food delivery services, please resource Fresh Direct. And they not only accept EBT, they also deliver. We have COVID-19 food assistance, so you can check the nyc.gov website for direction and information. I did receive some information about virtual case management in the Brooklyn Public Library. So please look at the Brooklyn Public Library's website to get information about the virtual case management if you need some assistance or direction. NewYorkForSeniors.com is giving away 10,000 free tablets to stay connected to family. This initiative is for seniors in NYCHA. Please go to nyforseniors.com. And again, as I mentioned, I keep restating over and over because I want you to know it's not just hearing it from me, but I'm just kind of running through what I have in terms of resources. And if you hear anything that sparks your interest or meets a need and helps you address a situation in your home, again, as I mentioned, you can go to my website and utilize the information that's there. Parents of preschool and kindergarten age children, I just want to let you know that Netflix has added Leapfrog Letter Factory, Phonics, and Numberland. I don't know what that is, but it says Netflix is offering the service. So if you already have Netflix, I guess you can check in the search engine on your Netflix account, and this is good for, again, preschool and kindergarten age children. We also have neighborhood food resource guides and New York City food policy centers. So you go to nycfoodpolicy.org, and as a result of closures, it helps give you some information and direction maybe some information about food pantries, dates and times. You can also look at those resources, very important resources. I have here COVID-19 emotional support helpline. For some people out there, it's really tough, and the loss and being confined to your home can be stressful, cause anxiety, and if you feel you need emotional support, they're available from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week, and the telephone number is 844-863-9314. And again, that's COVID-19 Emotional Support Helpline. That's provided by the Office of Mental Health. For those who want to utilize the schools, meals, the Department of Education, for those who have special diets or religious beliefs that might hinder you from utilizing the resources, I just want to let you know the Department of Education has increased vegetarian meals as well as halal meals, and that's to address the New York City Ramadan. For New York's COVID-19 hotel program, they provide free hotel stays to eligible New Yorkers who cannot isolate where they live, and frontline workers in the healthcare industry who wish to reduce the risk at home. So again, you can find that resource at www.one.nyc.gov. That's COVID-19 hotel program. Please review the resource. The New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene has NYC Well. Talk, text, chat, 24 hours, 7 days a week. The number where they can be reached is 888-NYC-WELL. You can text WELL to 65173, or you can chat at nyc.gov/NYC-WELL. Again, that's provided by the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, and you can utilize that resource. If you're being illegally evicted, Governor Cuomo has provided an extension until August 20th. But if you need free legal advice and counsel, please contact 311 as a resource to get a little direction. And that information was provided by the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. We have similar resources I've provided. We have peer support, listening, community resources, talk, and recovery. Let's see who this is provided by. Families on the Move of New York City. Call the telephone number is 718-873-4120, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. If you need any support, any resources, you want to talk, you want someone to listen, any information about your community or recovery. Again, the number is 718-873-4120, and the agency is Families on the Move of New York City. Oh, we have some urgent care resources. From the comfort of your home, you can access urgent care centers. You can call 718-819-6787 if you need any direction or support. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. to address the shelter in place for students as a result of remote learning for the Department of Education. Please contact the Department of Education if you need iPad, a laptop. If you don't have anything at home to support your student with a learning device, please contact the Department of Education. You can also find information on coronavirus.schools.nyc, and that can give you some direction, or you can contact your student's school and they can offer some support. Either way, we're at the end of the semester, so children need the support. Let's get out there and give them the support. We have from Congressman Gregory Meeks, COVID-19 testing sites in Jamaica and Rockaway, South Ozone Park. There's a listing on my page. Again, I can be reached at the InterConnections network on Facebook. We have Jamaica Hospital, their contact information, First Presbyterian Church, York College, Alpha Phi Alpha, drive-through testing at Aqueduct Racetrack, and in Far Rockaway we have Joseph Piedalbo, and I believe they were named as an actual test site, in addition to St. John's Hospital and NYCHA testing with ready responders. So that's in Far Rockaway. We also have free internet services if you do not have internet services. Spectrum is offering some support to the students due to the shelter in place and the Department of Education initiative to work with students in obtaining equipment as well as Wi-Fi internet services in their home. If you don't have it, please contact Spectrum to let them know what your situation is and get the support you need. Unfortunately, so many have lost their fight against COVID-19, and for those that don't have the finances and you need some direction and support, HRA is offering burial assistance, so please check www.one.nyc.gov, burial assistance from HRA. So that could be a resource if need be. MyLittleFalls.com is also offering computers. So if the city level, if you're not able to get laptops for students, check MyLittleFalls.com, because the state universities of New York are also distributing laptops to students in need. There are some resources for navigating the COVID-19 crisis. You can access that resource again on my page. The InterConnections network. And online service connects students with virtual tutors during stay-at-home order. And again, these resources can be found on my page. There's some information about online service connections to tutoring if the service is needed. And I think at this point that's just some of the resources I wanted to share today. So again, at the end of the program, we're going to offer not just the Facebook page and Instagram page for the InterConnections Network. We're also going to provide the email address for the show. If you have any questions or you need follow-up, if I can offer some direction or support, I'm here as well. I will try to answer the emails and respond as quickly as I can. But again, I'm an essential worker and I'm out here trying to just support as many people as I can. But I will attempt to get back to you within 24 hours. And that information will be provided at the end of the show. In closing, I always like to end with a quote. And I actually have two today that I'd like to share. Both by George Washington Carver. So the first one is, where there is no vision, there is no hope. It is simply service that measures success, is the second quote. And I just wanted to offer those two things because I know during this time it's very difficult to see past the pandemic and see past our own loss and needs and remain calm. And without vision, there is no hope. So keep looking forward and look forward to our future and our new normal. And I just wanted to say, in light of the service provided by the InterConnections Network, we are here, and I'd like to support not just my community, I'd like to support people with disabilities. And again, I thank QPTV for the opportunity to do both. Thank you. And again, thank you for joining the InterConnections Network.